There comes a moment when you realize you're not quite like everyone else, but not sure yet. Yeah, that feeling that you cannot make sense of that strange shift in your life, just a subtle shift, the kind you only notice when you stop running long enough to feel it. And this is what most people miss. Becoming the best version of yourself doesn't feel sexy at the beginning of the process. It feels uncomfortable, confusing, because growth doesn't arrive with confidence, it arrives with doubt. Most people think self improvement looks like motivation, discipline, and clarity, but the real sign, you begin to question everything that once felt normal, which can be frightening because your old identity, shaped by society's expectations, is crumbling. The habits you used to defend, the people you used to chase approval from, even the version of you that once felt good enough, and suddenly what used to excite you doesn't anymore. That's not failure, that's friction. The process of forming this new, strong identity has begun, and friction only happens when something is changing. Here's where it gets uncomfortable. You begin to outgrow rooms you once begged to be in, conversations feel shallow, distractions stop working. You begin to question everything around you. For a while, you might feel lonely, depressed, confused, and scared. Not because you're losing people, but because you're losing versions of yourself that no longer fit. This is the part most people quit, and that's the lonely chapter of your journey, my friend. You mistake the silence for emptiness. You mistake discomfort for danger. So you might go back to the old you, back to habits that numb, back to comfort that slowly drains you, back to a life that feels safe, but small. But if you're listening to this right now, there's a reason you didn't go back. And if you are still watching this, it means you want that change, and you are in the top 1%. Like and subscribe to stay on the right path. Then, you started choosing discipline over dopamine, progress over applause, growth over comfort. Long-term goals override immediate gratification. And maybe no one noticed, maybe no one clapped, but deep down, you felt it. That quiet pride, that calm certainty, that sense that even if the world doesn't see it yet, you're becoming someone dangerous in the best way. Here's how I see it. The best version of you isn't loud, it's consistent. It shows up when no one's watching. It keeps promises you don't post online. You keep working even when failure and doubt creep in. You keep trying over and over again. Built in early mornings, in uncomfortable decisions, in moments when quitting would have been easier, but you didn't. And one day, without realizing when it happened, you look back and recognize the person you used to be, not with shame, but with gratitude. So, if life feels different right now, if you feel disconnected, restless, or quietly focused, take it as a sign. You're not lost. You're not behind. You're becoming. Embrace the journey to glory, and the best version of you is closer than you think.